Hi, Josh Sachs here again with another episode of Local Pros, where we get to know the local Ontario pros. With me today, I have the 2024 Ontario Provincial Champion, as well as the winner of the 50th running of the American Flying Discs Open, Chantel Budinsky, also known as Miss Frisbees. Hey, Chantel.
Hello.
So it's quite the year for you this year.
Yes, it has. I
First,
would say it was pretty good.
first Canadian to take down a DGPT event.
Yes.
What what was that like? Did you was it like a weight being lifted off your shoulders? You know, take one down. Now the rest are all waiting for you.
I didn't even really think about it like that until the end of the second round. I was like, oh, maybe I can actually win a disc golf pro tour event. I was always just aiming to cash, but to win it was like that was nice.
For sure. So we'll table the disc golf for a second. Just so, what were you doing before you got into disc golf? Were you like
Nothing. No, Chris and I, for hobbies, we liked to fish and kayak, but I'm doing the same job. I'm a L'Oreal rep, and I'm still doing that, but a lot less now that I'm disc golfing all the time.
so you guys were outdoorsy, just not necessarily like sport focused?
Exactly.
Fair enough. So how did in that case how did you get into disc golf if you weren't doing something
We
similar?
we just saw the baskets at one of at Lakewood Disc Golf Course, which is 20 minutes from our home, and we were walking the dogs and we found the baskets and we thought that we would play, and then ever since then we've just been hooked and haven't stopped.
And so, did you get into tournaments before you guys started up your channel, or was it kind of a simultaneous thing that happened?
Yeah, we actually, when we found disc golf, we looked it up and there was a tournament at the home course in 2 weeks. So we were playing disc golf for 2 weeks and we played our first tournament. And we both did really, really great. But it was fun. So we just started playing tournaments whenever we saw one in Canada. And yeah.
As I was saying, and now it's turned into, aside from going on the pro tour, like you're also doing a lot. I know in closer to home in Michigan and stuff like that, just because it's a little less of a drive than coming all the way over from Windsor.
Yes. Only like 30 minutes to an hour. And we have all these beautiful courses right across.
So I know your YouTube channel has definitely taken off from the early days. Is there specific things you're trying to do with it, or is it just more getting disc golf out there to a wider audience?
Yeah, when we first started, it was more so to showcase the courses in Canada because when we would look up a course, we couldn't find anything on it. So we're like, how about we just do a video and showcase the courses, and that's kind of just how it started, but then it evolved and now it's us playing each other and the tournaments that I play, and that's kind of just we're just trying to grow. What are we trying to do? We're just trying to grow the YouTube channel, but it's not like we want it to be this huge thing. We're just hanging out, and whoever wants to join can join.
For sure. Um, I remember I met you early on in 2021, which is like not even 6 months into when I started playing disc golf. When I was caddying for Colleen at the National Satellite event at P15,
Yes.
which was that was quite an experience. That may have been your was it one of your first FPO events that you played?
In 2021, I think that would have. I think that is. Was it just me and Colleen?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first. I think my very first tournament in FPO.
Quite quite the opponent to be up against at a tournament like for your first event.
Yeah, one of the best Canadians for sure.
Um, and I think you went on to do a lot more FPO tournaments in that year, but you also went down to Orlando for Am Worlds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I did.
How did you find that experience? Did it at all prepare you for life on tour?
I think so in a way because before Amateur Worlds, I've only really played in Canadian tournaments and the it was very small. So it was just me and Colleen, maybe me, Colleen and Sandy. So I didn't really get to experience playing on different cards and being with a bunch of different women. So that was a lot of fun to actually experience a very large tournament and playing different courses for tournaments. It was a really good experience, and also like the flying to Florida, renting the car and doing all that kind of stuff that me and Chris have to do now. So it was it definitely prepared us.
Is there any consideration for living van life moving forward, or is that kind of it's still a little too much of a commitment, so to speak?
I mean, I think that we could do it. Do I want to? I think it would be a good experience, but right now we're just doing Airbnbs and hotels, which works out really great. Chris works throughout the week, so we need like a stable internet connection and all that kind of stuff. So, but I would like to experience van life at least 1 year.
Speaking, so back to Amworlds for a second there. So you finished in third place behind, I think, Julie Mowens, who's out of BC, and Ali Smith,
Yes.
who just, I think, recently just won their most improved player in the FPO division for the Pro Tour. Now, I wouldn't say animosity, but do you harbor any ill feelings towards Ali for like getting two different awards on you?
No, not at all. She's killing it out there, and she's an awesome person, and I'm just happy for her. And I think it's pretty cool that two people from Amateur Worlds are out there kind of making a name for themselves. I think it's really cool.
So do you have any specific plans for this off season? Are you working on any part of your game to improve on?
I think mostly it's going to be getting in shape and just trying to get stronger and making sure that I don't have any injuries for next year because I had a leg injury for a while, which really sucked. And I'm just trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. But form wise, I'm just trying to get my timing a little bit better, working on accuracy, but nothing crazy.
You're not totally reworking your game, just kind of little things here and there.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the best way for me. I don't like huge changes. It's too stressful.
And I was gonna say in the last year, like I've seen like your putting's gotten a lot more dialed in. Because I know it used to be I wouldn't say a sore spot, but it used to be a spot of like a little inconsistency. And you mentioned a lot in your videos, but this year it's been like really consistent. If you look at the stats, like you're always doing really well in the putting stats in terms of against the field.
Yeah, I would say putting's definitely my strong suit. I feel like it always was, but it was the nerves that were kind of taking it away from me. So now that I feel a lot more confident out there, it's just way easier to put it in the bucket.
It looks like 20 feet wide at sometimes.
Sometimes I love when it seems just so easy, like anywhere in the circle and it's going in. Okay, I can deal with that.
I mean, we'd all love to have that problem. Of, oh, I'm inside the circle. Oh no, I'm gonna make my putt. Like,
Wouldn't that be just wonderful?
Any specific goals for next year? Jumping up the tour rankings, maybe a ratings increase, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I would really like to do mostly full time. Not the Europe. I mean, going to Europe would be awesome, but I just want to do most of the Pro Tour events, and I would love to reach 950, but we'll see. We'll see about that. I feel like I had a really nice increase in my rating this year. I never dropped. So just doing that again would be nice. Not dropping my rating at all.
So, are you planning on heading down to Florida for February?
I would really like to. I think I might leave Chris here with the dogs, and me and Kat might go if she gets in. I think that would be really fun.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst option in the world.
Yeah, just a little girls' trip to Florida. That would be fun.
and the two of you playing the. It's the Throw Down the Mountain course, if I'm not mistaken, that you're using, is it not?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it.
You just know you want to go and
Yeah,
get out of the Ontario winter cold.
exactly. Anything's better than here.
That, that's not fair. We like winter. We like winter disc golf, don't we?
I
No.
don't. Do you actually like winter disc golf?
I mean, I like the fact that I can go out and play something during the winter, and
Yeah,
I
I guess,
also
but you could be in
run the
Florida
club here on
playing it.
Sundays, so I can't say bad things about winter disc golf if I'm
Yeah.
running. Any chance we're going to see you down here at some point?
Oh, throughout the year, definitely. I'm sure I'll be down there playing a couple tournaments. I'm pretty sure I'll be going to the Albion Hills tournament in, what is that, June or
June or
something?
July, and maybe Foxwood, maybe not Foxwood if
Oh,
you're touring.
yeah, I'll be at Foxwood. Yep.
So before I let you go, I want to have a quick little rapid fire round for you. Your favorite disc in your bag.
D3.
Favorite person to play with that isn't Chris.
Cat.
Favorite course that you've played.
Oh, no, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go with the Regulator in North Carolina. The one for U.S. Women's. That was a good course.
That was one for this year, correct?
Yep.
Looking like a nice course. I hope I can get up there at some point. A bucket list course. Somewhere you haven't been yet that you want to play.
I would like to play. Is it called the Beast in Europe?
Oh, the where they the European Open.
Yeah, I'd like to play that.
That also looks like a fun course, but if the distances are at all true to what's in Disc Golf Valley, I want nothing to do with that course because I can't throw far enough to get any decent score.
Oh, that's funny.
And if you could put together any foursome with people that are either currently playing, former players, or whatnot, what would it be, and where would you want to play with them?
Oh, I always have such a hard time with this question because I don't know, but you know what? I'll pick one MPO, one FPO. So Calvin Heimberg because he's awesome, Kristen Tatar because she's so good, and I feel like I can learn a few things off of her. And then I'd have to throw Chris and Kat in there so that we could all have. Oh, but that's 5 people. That's 6 people. How many people was that? 5 people.
That's so the question is, do you leave out Chris or do you leave out Kat?
Oh, Chris, do you want to play? Okay, I'll leave out Kat. Don't tell her though.
I promise she'll only see it when the episode goes live.
She'll understand.
Any particular course you want to play with that group on?
What's a place? I haven't got to play Maple Hill yet, and that looks great too. So we'll go there. I'll have to set it up.
Well, I would love to see that foursome. I'm sure you guys can make it happen.
We'll do a doubles, me and Chris against them. Who do you think will win?
How many? I was gonna say, how many shots are they spotting you?
Probably at least 30.
Well, thanks for coming on, Chantel. Looking forward to following your tour this year and hopefully getting to see you when you make your stops up here in Ontario. And have a great new year.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and you as well.
Thanks.